What else? We got freaking SpongeBob Battlefield Bomb for the PlayStation 2. I got this game at EB Games back when it was called EB Games, so GameStop, and I didn't buy this game. My brother bought this game for my sister because guess what? Okay, long story short, freaking for my sister's birthday, my brother came over and he bought her a PlayStation 2 and a copy of Battlefield Bottom. And then they took my sister and my dad to Donny Park. And back when I was a kid, I was afraid of freaking heights and of roller coasters and all that stuff. So I didn't go with them because I was afraid of that kind of stuff when I was a kid. I'm less afraid of it now as an adult, but I'm still a little bit afraid of heights. So I don't trust the roller coasters, those high, rides and all that stuff. But I'm a little less scared now. I can go on a few roller coasters that go loop de loop and all that stuff. But if it goes like extreme heights and extreme speeds, I'll be like, nah, I don't want to do that. But anyway, long story short, this is not my game. This is not my PlayStation 2. This is my sister's PlayStation 2. But even as a kid, she never wanted the PlayStation 2. She never wanted Battlefield Bomb. She didn't know why she got it, but as soon as she got it, she was like, here you go, brother. Here, have my PlayStation 2, have my Battlefield Bomb. I don't want this. So, yeah, this ended up being my PlayStation 2 and my SpongeBob game, which means she got nothing for her birthday. Except for going to Donny Park, but that's about it. So, yeah, thanks, sister, for giving me a brand new PlayStation 2 and Battlefield Bottom because you didn't want it as a kid. But, yeah, Battlefield Bottom, it's a very good platform game. It's like an 8 out of 10. Close to a 9, but not quite there. There's a few problems with the missions. A few missions suck. You know the missions like the freaking was it the bubble ball rolling mission in the Mumaleo? That minigame, I mean that mission freaking sucks. Another mission that sucks is the Kelp Force laser grid minigame to get, I mean not minigame, but laser grid crystal collecting mission. You have to collect crystals for Barnacle Boy. Again, it has to relate to Moorman and Barnacle Boy, but yeah, those two missions freaking suck. Yeah, it has a decent amount of problems, but still an 8 out of 10 3D platform game. I do recommend Battlefield Bomb. I do not recommend the remake, Rehydrated Edition, because a lot of problems with that game. Case in point, in this game, when you jump into like cardboard boxes, the cardboard boxes flex and it teleports you in like a couple seconds. No loading screen, no nothing. While in Rehydrated, the cardboard boxes do not animate, so you can jump into a cardboard box and it won't animate. But it does transport you to a different location, albeit with a loading screen that takes like 2 minutes. So, hey, do you want a loading screen that takes 2 minutes and a box that doesn't animate? Or do you want a box that animates and no loading times? I think this is the better. But yeah, Battlefield Bomb is a great game. I got it, for my sister for a birthday because she didn't want the game. She didn't want PlayStation 2, so I got all that stuff for free. And it wasn't even my birthday. It wasn't my birthday. So yeah, that's the story behind that game. What else we got? We got Flushed Away for the PlayStation 2. So the story behind this game is that I got it for $20 at Kmart, but I didn't buy the game. My mother bought it for me. Long story short, when I was buying a freaking Smash and Crash Racing, when I was buying Shrek Smash and Crash Racing, the PlayStation 2 game, and I was buying Open Season for the PlayStation 2, I still wanted another game. I wanted Flush Away. It was between Flush Away and it was between Back of the Barnyard, but I wanted to Flush Away, and I didn't have the money on me because I always spent $40 on those two games. So I asked my mom, "Hey, can you buy me Flush Away from my I think it was like freaking middle school graduation or something like that. It was either middle school, like intermediate school graduation, and she said, "Yeah, I'll buy you Flush Away," and yeah, I got Flush Away from that. And what do I think about this game? It's a pretty decent platform game. It's like a Legend of Zelda clone, like Twilight Princess kind of clone. Uh, it's okay. It's like a freaking 6 out of 10 game. I do recommend it if you're a big fan of like Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, or if you're a big fan of Yeah, just that. There's a little bit of elements of Wind Waker in this game, but it's not overbearing. It's more similar to freaking Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, but it's pretty okay. If you like the movie, this is for you. Or if you like licensed video games based on stuff you don't know, maybe do not buy this game. But yeah, it's okay. 6 out of 10. Is that D3 Publisher? Yeah, it is. Okay. So D3 Publisher, those same people made like a bunch of Ben 10 games. They made Spy for the Xbox, and they made Deadhead Fred. So yeah, didn't know that until now. Didn't realize that until now. What else we got? We got Jak and Daxter 2. I mean, not Jak and Daxter 2. We got Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy for the PlayStation 2. I bought this game for $7 at a flea market. It's good. I think this is my favorite Jak and Daxter game. I think it actually gets worse when it goes down to the the free roaming shooting games. I think this is actually the better game. I do not know why. I do like this game better. I know freaking Jadmaster, who's on the channel, likes Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, a little bit better too, and I agree. I think this is a better game, in my opinion. But yeah, this copy I got at the flea market is a little bit damaged, and it smells like smoke. It smells like tobacco. So yeah, it's from a heavy smoking house. Cool beans. Yeah, out of 10, I give this game like a freaking give it like an 8 out of 10. It's a very good 3D platform game. I highly recommend it. And yeah, I do like it better than the other Jak and Daxter games. I think it's my favorite Jak and Daxter game. So yeah, cool. Let's move on. We got freaking Ice Age 2, The Meltdown for the PlayStation 2. I bought this game brand new at a GameStop. Or what's it called? eBay. Was it called EB Games when I bought this game? I think it might have been called EB Games. But I did buy this game at a GameStop. Or maybe EB Games. It's a used game store that's owned by, the GameStop company. But yeah. I bought this game brand new for $40. Was it worth it? Yeah, it's pretty decent. This game has like PlayStation 3 graphics. I'm not joking. Look at these graphics. They look like this game looks like a PlayStation 3 game, or like an early PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 game on the PlayStation 2. It looks nice, and yeah, it's a very decent, very good licensed game. I give it like a 7 out of 10 for the 3D platform genre of games, and yeah, I do recommend this game. I got fooled by the commercials of this game because it said, oh, you can play as Manny, you can play as Diego, you can play as Sid the Sloth, but no. You only get like one minigame a piece, so we got like one minigame with Manny, and Manny's minigame is like a matching minigame, which it's poo-poo stinky. Then you got freaking Diego's minigame, which is a whack-a-mole minigame, which again is kind of poo-poo stinky. It's not as bad as a matching minigame, but it's still kind of poo-poo stinky that you don't get to play as Diego. You just play a little whack-a-mole minigame with Diego. And then instead of Sloth, he has a sliding minigame, where you can also do some Dance Revolution moves when you're flying in midair. So you gotta do some QuickTime events. But yeah, again, you don't really play as Sid the Sloth. You only play him for that one minigame, and that's it. The bulk of the game, all of the game, pretty much, except for those minigames, you play as Scrat, the squirrel guy, the saber-toothed squirrel right here. And yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Just don't expect you to play. See, yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Just don't expect to play as Manny, Diego, and Sid the Sloth. Just know that you're playing as Scrats, and that's all you do, pretty much, throughout the entire game. But it's not a bad game. It's like a 7 out of 10. I do recommend this game. So if you're a big fan of Ice Age, it's a solid purchase. I do recommend the game. So yeah, moving on. Madagascar 2 for the PlayStation 2. I bought this game new? I thought I got it used. Yeah, I bought it new at a GameStop for $20, and I bought this game at the same time I was buying a new copy or used copy of Madagascar 1 for the PlayStation 2, because my copy of Madagascar 1 for the PlayStation 2 was broken. It was very cracked and chipped in the back. But no matter what copy I bought of Madagascar 1 for the PlayStation 2 at that GameStop, it didn't want to play my PlayStation 2 for some reason, because it was a blue disc game. Blue disc games are notoriously hard to freaking play on a PlayStation 2, because a lot of PlayStation 2s don't want to play the game. I don't know why, but over time, your freaking laser disc or laser player on the PlayStation 2 just doesn't want to read the game. So I was having issues with that game. But I did end up just settling with my regular original edition of the Madagascar 1 PlayStation 2 game. Like, I had to return the other copy, and I got my copy back. But anywho, Madagascar Escape to Africa. Anywho, Madagascar Escape to Africa for the PlayStation 2. I got this game at the same time when I was buying that. The replacement copy of Madagascar 1 for the PlayStation 2, which I returned after that because it didn't work. But Madagascar Escape to Africa. It's a very decent Madagascar game. It's not as good as Madagascar 1 for the PlayStation 2, but it's decent. It's pretty okay. I give it like a 6 out of 10. It has a little bit more, it has a little bit better minigames, I think. I think there's a better golfing minigame in this game. I think there's a better, wait, is there a golfing minigame in this? I don't remember. Let me look at the back. Maybe it says something about the golfing minigame. It says multiplayer tournament minigames, so it tells you there's minigames in it, but it doesn't tell you about the freaking golfing minigame. I do believe there is a golf minigame in this game, and the disc keeps falling out, so let me just freaking put the disc back in. But yeah, the minigames I think are better in this game. There's like there's a fun chess minigame that I play a lot in single player mode. There's a fun it's a fun dancing minigame in this. There's a fun, musical chairs minigame in this game. And the overall game is pretty okay. You can play as the penguins for one level, which you can do in freaking Madagascar 1 as well. But the penguins play a little bit better in this PlayStation 2 game. And you can also play as Morts. And Morts, he plays like Sonic the Hedgehog. He can run fast, he can roll into a ball. It's pretty interesting, but again, you only play as him in one level, and that's it. So out of 10, it's like a 6 out of 10 3D platform game. I do recommend the Force Madagascar game. I do recommend the Force Madagascar game more than this, but if you only own Madagascar 1, just get this too, because this game is pretty decent too. It's like a 6 out of 10. Moving on.